My recycling bag. Almost gave up on recycling. But every time I throw something out that I thought could be recycled, I must say I felt a little bad. Yeah. I'm gonna do this now while we're here, I think. I'm risking all sorts of calamities. But we're gonna do it anyway. There's been some coffee grounds in my coffee maker for, let's just use a cup to pour in. Don't try this at home. Note to self, unplug electric device before pouring water in it. Huh, works pretty well. I mean, it got the big chunks out. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. I might be making a mess of things over here, Julie. You know what I mean? Though it's kind of hard to clean out a coffee maker. I guess I'll have to call that good. Hopefully the outlet has stayed dry. Dump the excess water. Had some coffee grounds kind of trapped at the bottom. I noticed it the other day. Was worried they'd, I don't know, get moldy or something and ruin have that flavor get in my coffee. And you know I don't want to do that. So rather than just ignore it today, thought I'd try and do something about it. But I mean, it's kind of a messy job. Now, my kitchen that I went to bed fairly clean with feels somewhat messy. This is what I'm struggling with. You've never done it that way before. Is there a good way to do it? I hadn't put a whole lot of thought into it, Julie. But I don't, you know what I mean. There were grounds caught between the plasticky thingy and the rest of the coffee maker. I mean, not a ton, but enough that I didn't want them there. It wasn't just a couple. You know, I could have ignored a couple. Yeah, and what do? You don't, I mean, it's kind of a tall thing. And you don't want to give it a bath. It's connected to electricity. Hello from New Zealand. How are you? So, I've been doing this with you guys lately. Making the coffee. Still several types. I'm gonna try the Death Wish dark roast coffee. When I say try it, I'm not sure why I'm trying it. I think I'm trying it mainly because it's running low, and in a bag or two it'll be gone, and that'll leave me one less option. I feel guilty for the coffees I don't. Ooh, maybe it'll be gone now. It is gone now. It's gonna be a strong coffee. But don't you fear, I am finishing it. It's Sunday morning. It's my day that I water my plants. Well, that's just too much. That's just too much. I don't need that much. You know, I'm gonna take a scoop out and just throw it away. Why not? What am I gonna do with one scoop of coffee? That's just too much. It was almost overflowing my filter. Now I'll have just a regular strong cup of coffee. This is what it's like to live in my head. All these struggles. And when I'm laying in bed, I'm having similar thoughts, not necessarily about coffee, but about life, about work, about my kids, about the Illinois football team. I tell you, there's things I do as I go about life that I always feel like, wow, that was a good use of time. Going to church, working out, going to work, those are all usually good uses of time. I went to a bar last night and watched Illinois play Indiana, at least for the first half. And I mean, it's not like it was horrible. I was sitting amongst people that were friendly and drinking alcohol. But I watched Illinois and they just got trounced. It was horrible. It was horrible. They never stopped Indiana and they never did anything offensively. It was really a nasty combination. Look, this morning, I think they lost 63-10. That's not a very good score. So let's go over here while my coffee's brewing. I think it's okay. Wouldn't it be horrible one day if it shorted out and we just did a sad, sad show? We named it Sad Show with Ken. Oh, unplugged my computer. Used my computer a little last night to upload some videos to Spotify. Oh yeah, turned on my lamp. I don't know, with that big overhead light. Michael, I'm doing well. I've been up for about an hour. I was laying in bed kind of hoping to go back to sleep, but I didn't. I did not go back to sleep. Still kind of dark outside. Look, come on here. That's what it looks like outside, at least partially outside. I was hoping to drift back off for a couple more hours of sweet, sweet slumber, but it didn't happen. I'm gonna turn off this light behind me. How's that? How's that? Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad or what, but we're gonna go with it for a while. How do you guys feel about that? Let's turn on this candle. That'll add a little ambiance. Ooh, and my fireplace. My fireplace. Don't you fear. We're gonna have perfectly awesome ambiance in a moment. So fun now that I've done this show as long as I have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I ever worried too heck of a lot about creating super quality content. I think it ends up quality. Oh yeah, look at that. You wanna see what we're dealing with again? You can hear the crackling. Oh yeah. I wonder if I just left it on that if I get viewers. I mean, you guys could go to YouTube. I mean, you're already on YouTube. So you're on YouTube watching a live video of YouTube. That doesn't seem necessary. Eventually, you guys would crack the code and realize, I mean, although you wouldn't have me talking to you, I mean, I bet there's a market for that. I just play the fireplace video and talk. Talk to you about my day, my worries, my experiences, find out about some of yours, counsel you through some struggles you're going through. Good morning, Sharon. I get people wondering, why should I listen to you? And I'm never telling anybody to listen to me. I don't think I've ever said you should listen to me. But people ask what they think they should do, and I tell them. And then I get some other people from the outside going, why should I listen to you? Are you a therapist? Are you a licensed addiction specialist? Do you have a PhD in psychology? No, I don't. But somebody asked me a question, and I thought it'd be rude not to answer. And I think life experience is a valuable teacher. And if you go through life with your eyes open, I think you can learn a thing or two. I think most people don't, and they do as they're told. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing as you're told. My path is not the one that was told to me. So I've been out of work, well, I mean, only for like 4 days now. And I'm going back to work next week in like 2 days. It's hard not creating a little anxiety while that is going on, I'll tell you that though. There's something simple about going to work. You go, you have something to do, you do it, and they pay you for it. Hopefully what you do is in some way fulfilling. I think being a teacher could be amazingly fulfilling. I think obviously being I don't know, so many jobs can be fulfilling. I found fulfillment in stocking shelves at Target, believe it or not. And I felt a ton of fulfillment waiting on tables. I felt I was changing the world, making people feel good when they're going out to dinner. So to have that gone from my daily experiences, it's been a little challenging, but part of me feels good that I have a fairly free schedule. You know what I mean? Let's see. What kind of wings did you get at the bar yesterday? I didn't get any wings. I ordered 2 Bud Zeros. I think she only charged me for one. I wasn't sure if she just hadn't taken the cash or wasn't going to charge. So I left enough to cover the one she didn't take for, plus a tip. It's not really that relevant of a story other than I didn't order any wings. I'm sure the bar I was at had wings. It was Hank and Karen's here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Kind of a cozy little bar. I was, I think they said there was like a birthday party going on, and there must have been, because the demographics were all people probably 5 to 10 years older than me, every single one of them. And that might be typical for a Wisconsin bar, having a bunch of people in their 60s or maybe early 70s even hanging out drinking alcohol. But it seemed there would have been an occasional something else. They all were watching the Milwaukee Brewers game, and I was like, I don't care. Go Brewers. I was there with my Illinois sweatshirt on. Illinois got rolled over, flattened like a pancake. It was hard. Let's see. Well, you guys are doing a lot of talking about something. My coffee's not yet done. I could probably go get some. I'm gonna turn down my fireplace a little bit. That's a nice thing, you could just kind of turn down your fireplace when it's on YouTube. I mean, part of me gets almost so much satisfaction from this. I've always been a little bit of a pyromaniac and like to burn things. But I tell you, something gets a lot of satisfaction just having this fireplace going. Thank you, Apartment 420. Yeah, it was all right getting out. I mean, I was there to watch the Illinois game. And they didn't do a dang thing. They didn't stop them once. Every time Indiana had the ball, they got a touchdown. And Illinois barely got a first down. There was nothing even to be remotely excited about. Looking around, I was probably looking for some women. The bartender was fairly cute. But other than that, I'm sitting there talking to the guy next to me. His name was Gary. He was a talkative fellow, I'll tell you what. People in Wisconsin are excited to talk to you at a bar when you come up by yourselves. There's guys to my left that like teasing me because I was a Bears fan, and Gary to my right would tell me random stories about anything. But it was nice overall. Bud Zero's tasted good. The water was good. It felt funny. When I left the bar, I brought my cup of water. It was it almost looked like a plastic cocktail cup. I just threw it in the recycling a minute ago with a straw. And I tell you what, when you stop drinking, it's a nice feeling. I'm sure, I know none of you have ever drank and drive. It was probably only me that did it, but I used to. And it's always a scary feeling getting home after a beer or two. And it's nice coming home from a bar and not having that fear at all. Yeah. Try spotted cow the next time I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in Wisconsin right now. Yeah. Bears fan in Wisconsin? No. Being sober keeps you out of the matrix, somebody says. I don't know about any of that. But I do know I hear my coffee finishing up, so let's go get some. I could have left you here. Maybe I will leave you here. I'll leave you here to enjoy the fireplace. There you go. You guys just relax there. Nothing going on over here, just a guy getting a cup of coffee. Nothing to see here. Ooh. Wonder if Opal will tune in. I'm gonna drink out of Opal today. Oh yeah, how's that fireplace treating you folks? Oh, you must be loving it. You must be loving it. Hold on, let's bring you back. Bring you back to my world. There I am. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is September 21st. It is 6:31 a.m. Happy Sunday. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking, show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs you have in life, or I have in life. You are welcome, Julie. You are welcome. I felt your stress. I felt your stress, and I don't want Julie Flanagan to be stressed. I'm debating posting a video with you in it, Julie, not you yourself, but your painting, and it's called My First Flanagan. It's in my drafts. I haven't posted it. I don't know if it's funny to anybody but maybe you and me. There's nothing really to it other than I'm talking about the picture you painted for me a lot and how I have my first Flanagan and how when you kick the bucket, it will be worth a lot of money. And I know where there's other Flanagans. I actually don't know where those Flanagans are right now. There was a vast wealth of Flanagan paintings. And I knew where they were, but they've been moved to a safe house. But anyway, yeah, again, this is a show about me talking, a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing the ups and downs we have in life. Just kind of a guy drinking a cup of coffee. Which reminds me, for those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I'm super excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. I was laying in bed. I felt a little run down the last few days. I think I was, I don't know, getting over a bug or something like that. And I was debating what type of coffee and knew what types I had and was thinking the pumpkin spice would be nice. Apparently decided on the Death Wish dark coffee. Good morning, Scott. How are you? So nice. So how are you guys doing this morning? There we go. May I ask if I bought that lamp? What do you mean? Well, Julie's exhausted. What'd you do yesterday, Julie? Were you moving? Were you packing? Scott says it's 4:35. Scott from British Columbia wakes early to join me on YouTube. I appreciate that, Scott. Yeah. Huh. Moving's tough. Judy's Homemade Creations. You are drinking coffee too. Hello, Ivana. I offered to help, Julie. Do you need any help today? Yeah, moving isn't fun. Packing isn't fun. I think I'm doing okay. Well, I don't want to move from this home. I really like it. And I think being between jobs in the last few days has been a stressor for me. And thought about losing this home that I really enjoy so much has been stressful. Well, I'm not working today. I'm not working tomorrow. I got something I got to do for work tomorrow. And I'm working on Tuesday. You know, I could go there tomorrow. I could probably go there today. I'm planning to either go to church or work out today. So if you really need some help, I can. I'll give you a call a little later. Yeah. So anyway, I did something kind of fun yesterday that I was waiting to do for a while. And you guys know some of you guys know been watching The Chosen, which is the story about Jesus Christ. And I watched the first chapter of House of David. I'm on a spiritual journey, but I don't even know what that means. And I say that because I don't want to have anybody thinking that I'm one of those people that's so religious that you want to turn not the channel, but turn me off. I'm just a guy going through stuff, and that stuff has made me fearful a lot of times, and the only reliable solution to the fear I'm feeling is having faith that things are going to be okay, which has brought me to church and has made me probably enjoy watching The Chosen and House of David a lot recently. But yesterday actually had me break out the Bible and read the first 2 chapters. I was sitting there
I was laying there. I was in my bathtub last night. I was going, game starts at 7:30. It's about 5:45 right now. What am I going to do? Been feeling a little stressed this week. A lot of people have suggested reading the Bible. Its pages are amazingly thin. The print is small and the words are difficult. Do I really want to read the Bible? How would I read the Bible? And I'm not saying I'm going to keep reading it, but I started, and that's usually the hardest part. So last night, after I got out of the bath, I lit my candle, I turned on my lamp, I got right where I'm sitting now, and I went live on YouTube and read the first 2 chapters of the Bible, and it was enjoyable. It felt productive. It felt like it was the right amount to read. I read the first 7 days and then the making of man and woman, and stopped there. Took about probably 9 minutes of reading, and again, the words are, they're the prose, I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but the way it's written is kind of difficult reading. But it felt good. It felt purposeful. For a guy that's been not been able to go to work for like 4 or 5 days, where I can almost shut off my brain at work and go feel I'm being productive. Here I am. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm creating wealth. I think I was missing a simple way to be productive. And for me, it felt really productive. I've often heard I have a good voice. I have a voice for radio. I've been told I should do audiobooks. I remember coming up with this idea and actually calling Julie about it a couple months ago, and I never did anything with it. I go, I'm going to read the Bible. One thing got in the way or another, as life happens to, and you kind of forget about it. And for some reason last night I decided to break it out and actually read it. It's over here now. Got my reading glasses. Before I read, I had to scurry down to my car and get some reading glasses. There's a price tag on it, I noticed. It feels sort of sacrilegious. I'm going to try and remove this. OCD. I mean, I'm sure God doesn't, well, I don't know how God feels about publishers selling the word, but it's the #1 selling book of all time. God is probably used to it. So my plan is to read the 2 chapters again tonight. Probably go live on YouTube. One of the nice things about doing this show is that it kind of holds me accountable, because, if I just want to lay in bed and be a piece of crap, I mean, I can. But eventually some of you guys are going to start making fun of me every day if I lay in bed and be a piece of crap. I have to regale you with stories of me going to the gym or going to church or reading the Bible or kicking ass at work. I have to fill my day to be able to share the details of those days with you guys. So Carly, who's a troll from yesterday, obviously interpreted something I said in a negative way. So you only read the Bible if it benefits you by trying to create content, not because you actually have a desire to learn and be spiritual? Classic Ken. No. But I'd say that's classic Carly, interpreting and twisting everything I say into some horrific negative. Which is sad, Carly. I wonder how many times Carly's opened up the Bible and read it. I wonder how often Carly goes to church. I wonder how often Carly prays or does anything good for any other human being. Probably not very often. It's my guess. Good morning, Sailor Moon. How are you? Cat got work for you. Benjamin had an ex named Carly. Yeah. They say they take care of their children. I'm sure they're a lovely parent. But enough with Carly. So, pumpkin spice? No, I'm not drinking the pumpkin spice today. Yeah, not drinking the pumpkin spice at all. Drinking the Death Wish coffee by, I don't know, by Death Wish. It's this dark roast. And it's super strong today. I'm feeling kind of quiet. Is it all right if I'm quiet? Oh, wow, Anna, thank you so much. How sweet. Anna just sent me $49.99. That's very generous. That's peculiarly generous, Anna. But I appreciate that. Oh. So it's Sunday morning. And somebody is asking if they get, wait, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Do I drink it black or do I add anything to my coffee? I drink my coffee black. Apartment 420 said, I've inspired me to try flavored coffee. I have hazelnut and have cinnamon to try. I prefer black only. Yeah, well, give your hazelnut and cinnamon a try. I think it's nice to have some variety. Yeah. You add creamer to your coffee. Scott, yeah, I would suggest everybody do you. You know, don't do what I do necessarily. I mean, if you want to do what I do, that's cool. But I don't add creamer to my coffee at home. Too often I would run out of creamer. And my coffee experience would feel ruined. And you'd go to the grocery store and you'd get home and you'd go, crap, I forgot the coffee creamer. And you'd splash around a couple drops in the bottom. And you'd go, well, maybe I can make 2 cups out of this. And it wasn't a good experience. Who is my favorite superhero? JM says, you heard coffee produces anxiety. Well, I don't even know what that means. Does coffee produce anxiety? I don't think so. I mean, I was anxious this morning as I was laying in bed and I didn't have any coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now and I feel pretty darn good. Apartment 420 says you would add coffee to her creamer. Yeah. Well, thank you, Scott. And Anna, I don't know who you are or why you sent me $49.99, but I'd be remiss if I didn't go, wow, that was really generous. That's a lot of money. That was very sweet of you. Let's see, apartment 420, I'm assuming, and it's okay if you drank apartment 420, but you were the one that stopped drinking a month or 2 ago, is that correct? Ron says he drinks 1 cup a day. You know, you're getting chemo. I'm sorry. Or I guess I'm not sorry. I hope you're doing okay, Ron. Let's see. Your favorite superhero is Superman. Well, good for you, apartment 420. It's interesting how many people like count how many cups of coffee or even like worry about it or even think about it. And I'm often asked, how many cups do I drink a day? And I go, I don't know. Have I gotten a refill yet today? I don't know. There was a time I was probably drinking 2 pots a day. And But I've been drinking a little less lately, but I don't care either way. You're a gamer, so it goes with that. So you get on, you play video games? Do you do it online? All right, apartment 420 has been sober since June 9th. How cool is that, apartment 420? I bet your life hasn't been perfect for you. And I bet you have a lot of time on your hands. But I'd be curious how it's gone. Scott says he plays Call of Dragons. Sailor Moon, what do you need to do? Stop drinking? This could be a I'm reading this stuff. How boring am I without it? I don't know. I think I'm probably one of the least boring people in the world. Seriously. I mean, I always get into trouble. You find ways to keep busy. Yeah, you need to. Hopefully productive ways. I'm sure they are. You know, you find yourself at the library instead of a bar. I was at a bar last night, but I'm going, It's so funny ordering non-alcoholic beers because you go, well, it tastes kind of like beer. It tastes pretty good. But there's nothing, most interesting thing about me, holy smokes, I can't even pick one. Yeah, you're forced to find other things to do. This morning I woke up and I was on a Facebook group and some guy was saying he lost a friend. He's been sober for like 3 months, but he lost a friend to addiction 2 weeks ago. And he's struggling. And I just didn't get it. I was going, wait a minute. So you lost a friend to addiction and your response is you want to drink? I don't understand. You know? But I think for some reason, which made me think about the whole disease and alcoholism. It's not a disease, it's just because I'm reading it, and he clearly wanted to drink to cover up any loss he had for his friend. It wasn't a disease. I almost think he was looking for an excuse to drink. It's just the way people deal with any emotions. Sailor Moon said, any slight inconvenience, you want to numb yourself. I appreciate you saying that, Sailor Moon. Scott was a meth addict, and now he's stopped. All right, way to go. Well, we got a lot of people doing really good things here. Not poisoning their bodies, at least, you know. We might not all be, we don't need to all find the cure for cancer, but poisoning our bodies consistently. I mean, I know people that drink in moderation, and that's totally cool. But I think a lot of people don't. And I was certainly in the excess category. Ariana said, sadly, many create little insurance policies, if you will, where they create, wow, we're getting a lot. This is a hot topic. There are a lot of people talking about this. Ron, are you here for good intent, or are you just here to, because I'm not sure, I was reading your last comment, and I'm wondering if you're just making that up. And the only reason I care is because somebody's saying, good job, Jim, and I didn't even have a chance to read what Jim said. You're not making it up? All right. And I don't mean to be mean, but I just have some people hopping on saying silly things, and well, good for you, Ron. And if my screen gets filled up with silly stuff, I can't read the people that maybe need to talk or need to connect or whatever, and that's why it bothers me. You're surprised the clicking noise isn't bothering me. Is it bothering you, Becca? Becca, how long have you had an account here? Can somebody tell me how long Becca Smith's had an account here on YouTube? Life is good, family is good, God is great, said Jim Rat. Jim Rat, I started reading the Bible yesterday. It's not an easy read. Got 2 chapters in. I mean, I don't know how many chapters are in that darn thing. If I read 2 chapters a day, it might take me like 2 years. Because 2 chapters, only a page and a half. Uh, 13 days. Becca, I'm not sure you're a real human being. You listen to me. Okay. Again, people have said I have a good voice. And you just worry about Genesis for now. That's great advice, Ariana. All right, good. You know, I'm not the most spiritual guy, but I've kind of put it on. I'd feel remiss if I went through life without reading the Bible once. How many times have I been told, how long will it take? Holy smokes. 1 bite at a time. 1 bite at a time. Gray Wolf, 7 years sober. I do ministry work, helping recovery, alcoholics and drug addicts find God and stay sober by taking them to church and meetings. Helping others takes your mind off yourself. Well, way to go, Gray Wolf. Wow. What a glorious audience. What a glorious audience. And we got 70 people watching. We got 26 thumbs up, and it doesn't feel like an AA meeting, by the way. Hey, you guys do whatever you have to do to stay sober. You're doing audio listening to the Bible. Your attention won't last that long. I figured that's what people felt. I feel there's enough people that are interested in the Bible, and I've heard they like my voice. So I thought I would read it. And it would have me read it and be more aware and provide something for a viewing audience. Scott still goes to AA. I found the one AA meeting I went to. I mean, it's okay to laugh, but I found it a little funny. And my story was so different than everybody else's. Everybody else felt so sad and helpless. And I didn't feel sad or helpless. I felt the drinking stories were funny. Michael, it is 1 coffee at a time. The Bible is all the same soup as most. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, monotheism means one God. So you're saying the Quran and the Bible are very similar? Well, I would hope. I would hope all peoples are worshiping the same God, or does it matter what the same is or what we call them? Anatomopoeia. Is that like Bang and Clash, where the word is the word that it sounds like? Is that what that means? Like, do you remember, did anyone watch the old Batman with Burt Ward and whatever the other guy's name was, and they'd punch and it'd go clang, bash. And I think that's what onomatopoeia is. I think so. I look like an ex-athlete. I don't know if that makes me feel very good. Adam West, thank you. It was Adam West. And Burt Ward, I don't know why I remembered Robin's name. And Adam West was a far more significant actor. I mean, he didn't have a great career outside of Batman, but either way. Is that what onomatopoeia is? Why are you saying Brian Urlacher? Oh, like I look like Brian Urlacher? You mean an ex-athlete? And if somebody says you look like an ex-athlete, I'm not sure what that means. Did I play pro sports? No. Well, okay, then I take it as your compliment. No. No, I mean, the thing I was best at was running. And that's a hard sport to be a pro in. And yeah, no, basketball and baseball I wasn't very good at. Football I was pretty good at, but I never even played any of those in high school. A word that mimics or describes the sound. Okay, so I'm right. When Batman's punching and it says bang, clash, it is onomatopoeia. What is my net worth if I liquidated all my assets right now? I'd say I probably still have a negative net worth. Yeah, I'd still probably have a negative worth. My car is worth less than I owe on it, I'm sure. I've had it for about a year. I mean, my furniture isn't worth a heck of a lot. I mean, I don't have that much debt either, but I think the big thing is I make okay money, but it goes out just about as fast as it comes in, and I've been trying to change that and have it come in faster than it goes out. But I'll tell you what, that could be challenging, especially if you've been through divorce, especially if you've been through divorce twice and you have beautiful kids. Good morning, Bradley Powell. How are you? I'm going to get a little more coffee. Do you guys want to watch you guys might want to come with me. I thought you'd miss me, but maybe I would miss you if I didn't bring you along. So my point was, I'm excited about reading the Bible again today. You know, and that feels kind of good. I've been sitting there, I've been watching David and The Chosen going, wow, these stories are good. I wonder if the Bible is good reading. And I'm not sure that it is, because it's very hard reading. But at least it feels purposeful. It feels good. Keep reading the Bible. Yeah, no, it's something to do. It's something to focus on. Like I said, going to work was something to focus on. And right now I don't have that till tomorrow or Tuesday. And what do they say? An idle mind is the devil's playground, or idle hands. Yeah. Jill says she tries to read a little bit every morning. Yeah. I found it really nice. It felt good. I mean, again, I didn't get any massive, but I felt like I was accomplishing a goal a little bit. You feel like God must love me if you're going through challenges in life. Well, I think God probably loves us all, doesn't he? Yeah. But I bet you most of us, like that Carly, for instance, that was on a little bit ago, rejects God's love and is angry. And doesn't want to be loved by God, or doesn't want to feel she needs God's love, or what have you. Because she can do it on herself, because she's so awesome. But she's angry about it. And probably angry that I'm reading the Bible. You've seen The Chosen. It's a good show, and yes, God loves us all. You try to exercise in the mornings, obviously always good. Psalms are good. Well, I'm not going to pick and choose. I'm going to go through it all, I think. I mean, I might not. I might never read it again. But so far, I've read 2 chapters. 1% better each day. Yeah, I don't usually put math to it, but I try and get a little better each day. And again, when you go to work, you feel like you're getting a little better because you're getting a little more financially secure. In the last few days, I haven't had that. So I'm just kind of like when you stop drinking, you need to fill the void a little bit with other things, and you find yourself going to the gym or going to, somebody earlier said if you stop drinking, you get addicted to better things. Yeah, you put that time to work doing other things. AI Bible story is cool. I love the visual. Kat Connor said that reminds her of the book Atomic Habits. I read Atomic Habits, and it's almost the exact same thing as Compound Effect. And I really enjoyed the heck out of Compound Effect. If anyone asked me for a book to read, I think that's the one that's impacted me the most, and just getting a little better every day. Jim Rat naturally said, the gym is amazing for the body and mind. It sure is, Jim Rat. So here I am. It's Sunday morning. I'm pretty far into my show. Let's see. If you're an addict, you can only truly recover. You can truly recover, but most of us just switch to a healthier addiction. I don't know. I kind of want to go to church this morning, and I kind of want to go to the gym. It's only 7 o'clock. I'm already wrapping up my show. And if I do my show, I go to the gym, and I go to church, and who knows, I don't know if Julie's moving today. Maybe help Julie move. And read the Bible, 2 chapters. Probably be a good use of my day. Mary Jane said, church is in the heart. I think maybe God's in the heart. But church is a nice place where a lot of like-minded people that are trying to get 1% better each day go. And I'm not even slightly saying everybody that goes to church is perfect, but I'm not perfect, and none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But there are people living in gratitude and trying to get a little better. It is 8 a.m. there in Michigan and in Maine. Jim Rat does not like the church scene. Well, Jim Rat, you do you. I like to feel in a community that it gives me in the gathering. I like opportunities to meet people, maybe even meeting women. I don't know. But I live by myself here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I think hanging out with groups of people is probably healthy in a lot of ways. Yeah. I think you guys just inspired me to go to church. Yeah. Meet women at church? Oh, sure. I think it'd be great to be in a relationship with somebody that's at least spiritually curious. I think it'd be important for me. Michael Lopez, you probably did miss the good morning part. I can't bring it back for you, Michael. I mean, you can watch this because I do play these videos on Spotify. Which denomination am I a part of? I don't even know what that means. I'd call it a non-denominational Christian church. It's the Alliance here in Appleton. It's a huge church. I'll tell you what, and again, nobody's perfect. But the one thing that bums me out is when they have the band that plays kind of this poppy music, this poppy Christian music that is like super fast paced and like really smiley, you know. And I felt like it was kind of written by, I don't know, a kid, like a child, and it's bubblegum pop or something like that meets Christian music. And some of the music really stirs my soul. I mean, I remember, speaking of the House of David, there's a song, The Same God, where they, one of the lines, you're the God of David, the shepherd boy who slayed the giant. While we all don't have Goliath, we all face our own giants. It said something. I'm getting the chills just saying that. And the lines weren't right, but that's the meaning of it. And I remember that's a high part of the song. And I wasn't even really familiar with the David and Goliath story, but I knew it a little bit, or spiritual. But I'm going, holy crud, I was facing my own giants for sure at that time. And that line made me cry at the church. So anyway, my point was there's some songs that really move me, and then there's some songs that don't move me at all. And I mean, I'm okay with them. I tell you what's kind of interesting is when you kind of want to sit and they're telling you to stand at church. You should do whatever you want, but I'm kind of a rule follower. Mary Jane likes old school gospel. I'm not totally sure what that means. So, there's an 8:30 service, there's a 10:30 service. The gym's already open. I don't know how much I have for you today on this Sunday, but I do know it's been a very glorious audience. Hit the like for him, guys. Oh, well, thank you, Mary Jane. Gospel is great. I'm not sure what gospel is or what old school gospel is. Wow, we're getting a lot of people cheering. I appreciate that. When I did the Bible, I turned off commenting when I read last night. I thought that'd be best. Otherwise, I'd be tempted to read the comments when I'm supposed to be reading the Bible. Does that make sense? But Becca Smith, I think you might be a troll, though. Could you be going to church and be a troll, Becca Smith? I'm suspicious of you. You just created your account 2 weeks ago. Somebody's off to the gym, or wait, where are they off to brunch? Do I look and sound very happy? All right, well, thank you. Yeah, right, Jim Rad? I don't want a million comments and people saying, like, because some people that are there because they want to hear me read the Bible, and I don't want you guys reading the comments and then somebody saying bad stuff or whatever. So it was easier for me. Probably better for the viewer, I imagine. Piano was the only instrument we had, or organ and tambourine. Oh. Well, there's some beautiful Christian music out there that sounds good. Do you guys know the band Creed? I mean, I'm not sure, and I heard the lead singer saying he wasn't leading a very Christian life at all, and the rest of the band didn't want to be a Christian rock band. but for sure, their words were Christian based. Yeah, can you take me higher? Yeah, okay. Hmm. Your niece is helping you with social media. Well, Becca, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I just get a lot of people that have only been on a short time that, I don't know, create accounts to say mean things to me. And, yeah. Under the Bridge. That was a different song. Red Hot Chili Peppers sang Under the Bridge. I don't know. It's Sunday morning, 7:15. I want to go lift weights. I want to go to church. And I'm excited about my day. And I hope you're excited about your day as well. And I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week. And I hope you had a great night's sleep and you're enjoying your coffee this morning. And if you're with family, you're enjoying the time you spend with family. And believe me, I know. I don't know, sometimes that's more challenging. And sometimes being alone is challenging. And we all have our giants to face. And it's okay to be afraid, but move forward with some faith and just keep moving forward. Thank you, Bradley. And thank you, everybody, for hopping on today. And again, I hope you're having a wonderful morning and you're feeling good. You are loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.